What's going on, guys? Amazing Wyatt here, back with another video. Today we're going to be going over some leaks for Global Grand Cross, so let's get into it. Alright, so as you guys can see here, we've gotten a post right here. This is actually my post on my Twitter right here, so if you guys, check out my Twitter. If you haven't already, I do actually mention it a lot. But yeah, so I posted right here. We have some new content coming up. I think this is going to be dropping on, the 11th. So we're getting this on the 11th, which is the Monday night. So basically it's saying we're going to be getting both Monspeets. We're going to be getting chapter 11. We're going to be getting some extra firework festival stuff, so we have a reward dungeon, and then we're getting a power up exchange shop and a new hawk pass. So that's going to be pretty cool. I have the Monspeets pulled up here, so I guess we can go over the Monspeets. Yeah, so we're gonna go over the Monspeets, and then I'll just give you guys like a brief should you summon. I will make like a full should you summon video going over like Monspeet entirely, just because this is a leak. We haven't confirmed anything, right, guys? This is all just speculation at this point. But yeah, so I'm gonna go over both the Monspeets and go into their kits. So for the first Monspeet right here, he's the red Monspeet. This is the summonable version. You can actually tell between which commandment is gonna be the summonable version. So when it says the 10 commandments, it's gonna be the summonable version, and then when it has the elite demon, it's gonna be the coin shot version. So let's go over the red Monspeet real quick. So red Monspeet is gonna be red attribute, SSR rarity, and he is a demon race. So for the first skill, he's going to inflict damage equal to 500% of attack on one enemy and his ultimate move gauge by 2 orbs. This is a really good skill. It's actually the same skill as Green Escanor. So if you guys have seen Green Escanor use this skill, you basically rush ultimate really quick with this attack. So Hellfire is a pretty nice skill right there. And then Vermilion Bullet, so it's going to inflict weak point damage equal to 170% of attack on all enemies, and this is the AoE weak point, just so you guys know. This AoE weak point card is kind of weak, I'm not going to lie. They did buff it actually. It used to be 60% on the level 1, and then I think it went to 150 on the level 3. But overall, this weak point skill is a little bad. The single target one's really good. Other than that, I don't really think this card's very good on this Monspeet. But yeah, let's go over his ultimate real quick. So remove stances from all enemies and inflicts damage equal to 280% of attack. Applies 2 ignite effects for 4 turns. So this can actually go up to 420% of attack. And taking that into account, at 6'6", 420% AoE with ignites, I mean, this ultimate's a little weak, guys, as you guys can see, right? We've definitely had better ultimates on characters, right? I think the Gila ultimate is the same as this, actually. I'm not too sure, but Gila's ultimate does, I think, the same type of deal right there. But yeah, so let's go over his commandment. So allies and enemies will not gain ultimate move gauge from using skills in PvP. Applies when entering battle. So basically, the only way you're gonna be able to get ultimate move gauge actually is by moving cards. So that's actually really annoying with how Monspeet works. I don't know if filling the ultimate move gauge from his attack actually procs, while his actual like usage of the card doesn't proc the ultimate move gauge. I'm not too sure about if it procs or not, but if it does, then it actually makes Monspeet pretty decent. Yeah, and then we have his passive. So the hero takes 30% less damage from ultimate moves. So I mean, it's pretty standard. Nothing really crazy. You're not really going to be seeing ultimates that much, right? Like, you will see them obviously, but they're not as prevalent as your level 1, level 2 cards most of the time, right? So overall, red Monspeet, he's kind of bad. I mean, I think his commandment kind of interferes with what he has going here with Hellfire, and then the weak point AoE with no way to debuff the enemy is going to be a little annoying. So red Monspeet's a little bit of an issue, right? So oh yeah, and I forgot to go over his stats. So his stats are decent. They are less than Esterosa's, I think. I remember Esterosa had 4,000 combat class base, and then he had like 7,000 HP. So yeah, Monspeet's stats are a little lackluster. Not too lackluster. He's obviously better than like Deldry per se, but yeah, stats are pretty decent. He's got 0% lifesteal damn. He's got a pretty decent pierce rate, 40%, right? Resistance 40%, crit damage 150%. That's kind of low. Everything else pretty low stats, I'm not even gonna lie. Let's go over the green Monspeet now. So green Monspeet, he's definitely the saving grace of the Monspeets. I don't think he is like any like really crazy unit though. He is pretty good. I don't think he's top tier or anything, but let's go over his kit. So he's going to be the green attribute. He's going to be the coin shot Monspeet, guys, just so you guys know. The SSR rarity demon race. For his first skill, he's going to inflict weak point damage equal to 300% of attack on one enemy on his level 3. So this is the single target weak point I was talking about, which is really good, and this actually coincides well with his passive, so we're going to go into that right after this. So Black Fire right here, it's going to inflict damage equal to 360% of attack on one enemy and depletes 2 ultimate move gauge orbs. Also deletes 2 of the target's skills. So that's actually a really crazy card, right? It's a little bit worse on damage compared to the ult reduction card that Merlin has. But overall, deleting 2 cards could be super beneficial, or it could be pretty detrimental depending on if you delete an opponent's really bad card or a really good card, right? So it's a pretty good skill though, I'm not gonna lie. Just the fact that you're able to delete a random card out of your opponent's hand, right, is really nice. So you got the same ultimate. He removes stances, 280% of attack and ignites. And then his commandment's also the same. You can't gain ultimate move when you are attacking with skills. So there you go. And then for his passive, which is new, it's going to increase damage dealt by 100% if attacking enemies with ignite debuff. So this is going to be really nice if you pair Monspeet with red Melascula or even like Escanor, green Escanor. Could actually work out pretty well. We're gonna have to see in testing. From what I've heard, the 100% doesn't double damage after weak point has been applied, so it's kind of before weak point has been applied, if that makes any sense, right? So how weak point works, right, is it triples the debuff, it triples damage against debuffed enemies, right? So this 100% is doubling before you proc the weak point. So I think it's gonna be doubling, like it's gonna be doing the 900% of attack, right, on your level 3 weak point. And then it's only going to double the base damage of the card, right? It's not going to double 1000. It's not going to be like a 1800% weak point on his level 3, right? It's not going to be anything crazy like that. But overall, the green Monspeet's definitely the one you want to pick up if you are going to summon on the banner. But yeah, I mean, the Monspeet's a really cool character, right? I think they did shaft his cards a lot. Overall, like, there isn't really any good Monspeet in the game, right? But this is probably the closest one to being good, and you can actually make some pretty niche teams with this Monspeet. So I mean, there's some saving grace to actually getting this Monspeet, right? So that's gonna be it for the video, guys. We're just going over the Monspeets. I'll go over my actually if you should be summoning for these units in the should you summon video, but overall the Monspeets, they are pretty bad, right? So I think you guys are getting like the point of knowing if you should be summoning or not from this, right? Make sure you guys remember that this is going to be happening on the 11th. This is also a leak, guys, so we don't know if this is going to be for sure, as leaks could be incorrect when the actual update does drop. But this is the information we have so far, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.